Blessings and welcome for to Reasons Right at the Trail Life. I'm your host, the Great Out, in the presence of my co-host, Brother Ramon Singh. Perfect love. Perfect love. And so, in this reasoning rainbow, and just giving thanks to the Most High God, this current offering, Brother Singh, is on the third eye. And, you know, I spent many years hearing many thinkers speak about it, but I wasn't always the greatest, thinker on it. So, I'm always interested and intrigued, hearing others' perception. So, what is your take, Brother Singh, on third eye consciousness, third eye revelations, and such the likes?
Yes, Brother Great Owl. Well, we know that everybody have a pineal gland. So in the esoteric world, when I used to be New Age, would I say is there a spiritual eye? You see me? The third eye, the spiritual eye, which is coming from the pineal gland, and the pineal gland connects straight to it. And we'd have learned that the fluoride in water and toothpaste, which is a nuclear waste product, that they realize when they put it in water, it kills bacteria. But when they test it on humans, it make humans docile. And it shrivel up them third eye, make them pineal gland become crystallized and not organic, biological, alive. It turn into a crystal. Like how people get stone. So the third eye can stone up. My brother who is a doctor say them scan somebody's brain. An old person brain. And when them check for you, there's a stone at the pineal gland turn into stone. Crystallize.
Calcification.
Yes, so there's an attack on our spirituality.
Yes.
And our mentality. So we become docile, and anything them say on news, we just believe it and just follow and so it help dumb down the population. It's a part of population control.
Wow.
The fluoride what we are ingest it then with salt, normal counter salt,
Sodium
fluoride.
Sodium
You see me?
Fluoride.
In the pipe water, chlorine, fluoride are the main ingredient in a chlorine. Toothpaste, main ingredient. It's made with fluoride, print big on the toothpaste.
So you know what to take in.
You see me? So most of the thing, if we are eat, we use salt. So we are eat the fluoride. If we are bathe, we are use the water. We are drink the water. So the water pour upon the body, we are absorb it because our body absorb water as well. You see me? And we are drink the water with the fluoride. So it calcify with pineal gland. You see me? So we learn that literally it dumb down with spirituality and mentality. You see me? So that's why enough people are interested in a God, not connected with the Most High. It's a part of it,
Yes.
because our natural bodily function turn into stone. As it would have come like with eye turn into stone. With two eye them turn into stone. Or glass. And we can't see anymore.
Crystals,
Through it. So I same thing with the third eye. Literally you cannot see. You see me? Through your physical eyes if them covered or calcified. So I see them now the spiritual eye. What God make calcify through Babylon. Because if you live a natural life without these items,
Yes.
if you don't use for them salt with fluoride, them water with fluoride, them toothpaste with fluoride, and whatever them put with the fluoride, you know? If we don't use those stuff and live a natural life, then the pineal gland will not calcify.
Yes.
You see me?
Yes, it just cuts at the heart at times to realize that there's so much deeper truth sometimes that is concealed right in front of your eyes. Like, you know, you have movies that talk about opening the third eye, and so they got us under the scared thing like, oh, but yet still there's something about it. And say, Christ said, let that eye be single, you know, and the light of thy body be whole. So the essence of it is that with the essence of spiritual sight, you're seeing into the dimensions that forementions reality, right? So if you get a glimpse into the spiritual world, you're able to see things as their base structure. So sight that comes through third eye vision is seeing things what we call the ego's emanation, things that are of its light body, where all things are transformed into its energy resonance, right? Like you do on a gamma ray X-ray, or you do on a infrared. And you'll see things differently, or the negative side of the photograph, where the negative, you have a light body representation that is captured, which they call the negative side of the image, right? And that light body is still a representation of the human, but it is energy body. And this energy body is scanned in the MRI, you know, the magnetic resonance imaging scan, right? Of the brain, right? They are literally looking through the energy flow of the body. So we definitely have an electrical field, a vibratory field, yes, a photosensory field, because that's the thing, you know. It emits aura like a photosensory lens, I mean like an eye, because the chemicals that congregate perceptive sight, it mixes also in the center. Literally, it mixes also in the pineal gland. The same mix of fluids that is in the eye, the cortex of the eye, is in the pineal. So the essence of people seeing into the spiritual realm, being able to look into the aura of the body, like I said with the resonance imaging, the sight is showing you the spiritual movement of things. And why is that important? Because within this magnetic resonance imaging, or the third eye gamma sight, you can spot things that are not present and visible per se on your physical plane, right? Are hidden beneath the subterfuge or the subterranean plane. Meaning you can literally see, that's what the X-ray is for. Let me break it down. I hope I'm not too technical on that one. The X-ray is like, the X-ray showing your internal skeletal structure, and you can look with a deep resonance X-ray into the bone marrow and see the things that are moving around in your bone marrow to see obstructions, right? And that's the essence of what the third eye imaging resonance sight is all about. That's what it is. So what I'm saying clearly is that, let's say there's a parasite that is attached to your skin. Notice I didn't go internal on this one, plain smart. Anyway, let's say there's a parasite attached to your skin, but it's not visible. The naked eye, you put it under a magnetic resonance, or you put it under one of these, you're gonna see that weird spot, blotch, whatever, that is a living thing on your skin. And so the essence of third eye sight is that you're able to see into the spiritual realms, the parasites, the attacks, the things that are pre-mentioned, forementioned. They are the precursors to what to come. So when a parasite, flesh-eating parasite, is on your skin, it was just there, and it takes 3 days to incubate. You understand me? You cannot see to the naked eye until your flesh starts to pus up and it goes in. But with discernment and third eye sight, the most I show you that. Your third eye open and you see it. Your third eye open and you see an entity coming through your door. And the most I showed you what you needed to do to shield your door. To make that entity. And they said, what are you saying, Brother Great? Oh, I just said it. I didn't say a human came through your door. Didn't I say? I said it. Oh my God, I said it. One of those creatures. And your third eye was open and saw that creature coming through. And the most I telling you, this is what you need to put there. to stop this creature from coming through your door, from coming through your ceiling, right? Because the people who build the place put a seal there, right? This is what you have to do to counteract the seal, to nullify it and cancel it out. Third eye vision. So it's a real sight, people. So what do you think I was gonna come with? It's hocus, no man, no hocus pocus here, man. It's real sight, it's real sight. Yeah, that is why greater than sight is insight. Get it? Why do they call it insight? Because it's seeing in the internal. It's linguistic, but it's real. I'm not playing smart. I'm just in that mood today, but for real though. It's called insight because it's seeing inside. So it's not just thoughts. You have glimpses, what we call in the heartbeat telegraphic, you have imaging. Imaging is coming through the sensory and you're seeing it because the photosensory cells of the third eye is just like optic nerves. So you're seeing it in your mind's eye, brother Singh.
Yeah, man, and it connected with your intuition too. Insight, intuition, you know. So the intuition, it gives you insight, you know.
Yes.
And personally, me da get like flashes of the future, like in serious situation. One time I drive, you know, and me there behind a truck, and me just get a flash that the truck go turn over. The insight of the thought and the vision of it turning over.
Yes.
And I say, let me just back off real quick. Press on the brakes and stay far from the truck. And like about 3-5 seconds after I do that, and the truck that on 2 wheels, it make a big swing into my lane because I was beside the truck. And the both side just said, just back off, Ramon. And he give me the vision. And he literally tell me, ease up, you see me?
Yes.
Brakes up.
Yes.
Me here, brakes up, watch the truck. And I see the vision of the truck at tip over. And 10 seconds, 5 seconds later, and the truck that in front of me on 2 wheels make a big swing from somebody come out upon him or something. Cause right where you go up on up to Papine and the KFC there, so somebody a come out of the KFC and come out upon the truck and the truck come in a my lane, swing into my lane upon 2 wheels and the truck full of gas cylinder.
Whoa, you had judgment, you might try.
Full of gas cylinder.
Most I cancel that.
Him go right into the lane right beside when me there beside the truck, you know.
Yeah.
And the most I say brakes up and me get the vision of the truck a turn over.
Yes.
And I say this dangerous and me back off.
Yes.
Man, you see me? So I saw me that say the insight and the intuition, you know, and the pineal gland at work because you're connected in the situation. You're connected to the Most High. You're connected to the spiritual realm because it's an attack.
Yes. Clearly, man.
And the Most High send saving words and vision, you see me?
Yes.
And say, breaks up, Ramon.
Yes.
And not your time yet.
So the boy, they must try.
Yes, they must try.
The devil, them.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
So as a Most High give you visions, flashes of the future, you know, insights to people. You know, the Most High will show you through the insight and your pineal gland open, you know?
Yes.
And say, no man, that person, you know, probably say, oh, take away yourself quick. Something not gonna happen.
Yes.
Just by there, because certain things are follow people, you know.
Yeah.
And you say you need to get yourself out, you see me? And as soon as you're out, something happen to them, where you with them as well.
Yes. It's like you would have been guilty by association. It's like when the disaster strikes, all who is there is going to be affected by it. It's going to be hurt. So when that insight comes and that vision comes, you move.
True.
Because it takes a lifestyle and that trusting communication for the Most High to know that He can say that to you in an instant and you will react, right? I used to say when the Lord used to give me instruction, I used to take 10 minutes before me consciously know say I may tell a non-believing friend, well, Rasta him is like, if me know say God me I talk to, and God tell me so I take me 10 minutes, him say, Jerome, I do that immediately. I said, wow, you see how some people think their faith is good, because some people think our faith is so good. But sometimes, you know, your faith is so good, you're just not having it in the right person or the right being. That is why you're stuck and you're full of intellect and whole heap of arguments based upon what the smart people say in the world. That's why you're not going forward. And insight, what I show you, say, the Most High is not just in that. It's in the spirit. And worship in spirit and in truth. So your heart have to be involved. So yes, sometimes you do see that through the third eye vision, the enemy pretending to be family or friend or familiar. But sometimes in the third eye vision, you see yourself. You see your own, hallelujah, inadequacies that you are deficient, not by creation, but by choice. You don't want to have a trusting connection with your source, with your creator, right? And why I say it that way, I didn't make it a religious argument, because sometimes when I'm speaking, I swear to God, people who have a problem with God, like people who turn back from their faith, former priests, former people who turn back from their faith, when I seem to speak, and I spoke clearly in the law, and they still is bashing me for my faith, because all of that knowledge can't change my faith. I'm not going to be caught up in your knowledge, people. Do you understand? So why are you there trying to be substantiated by someone else's argument of what is ecumenically correct? What is esoterically correct? While you're doing that, the true insight of your insufficient, inefficient way of dealing with your life is eluding you. You're getting the vision, you're getting the dream, you are the subject. You're distant from God, but you're close to academia, to politics, to business, to exploration in outer space. In the insight is saying that which you're seeking begins within. Look at yourself. Look at me. Look at me. I am not giving God enough time. So because I am not giving God enough time, all of my thoughts about religion, and we conflate God into religion, is making you a very dysfunctional, indisciplined, irresponsible person with all that knowledge you're going for. You are far away from love, from peace, from truth, from understanding, from kindness. And the third eye was opening and showing you how you're acting. Pompous, ignorant pig. Sly, tricking, foxy bastard. And she's lying with it. It's showing you your behaviors. So when you think about third eye, oh, you want to see magic things, right? You want to go walking into 16 dimensions. Whoa, no. Right? It's yourself. It's a spiritual plane. It's your behaviors. It's insight. You're seeing yourself, but you don't want to accept that it's you that's behaving that way. And the outcomes, oh, you're going to see yourself crashing and burning. And you can't believe, won't believe, don't want to believe. He told you. Most times people dream of certain tragic things. It's not just a dream. And that's what the third eye is showing you. The spiritual precursor, the aforementioned before the mentioned. So you got to make use of your insight for real. That's that kind of looking at yourself to change your behaviors to get closer to the Most High, and then know the great visions of value and worth that you're looking for. Like number one, I know a lot of people search for meaning in life. How old is the earth? How long we've been here? What are things? And I can tell you, I used to study anthropology in the book ways, right? And when God came in, I became light years ahead of these guys, right? And sometimes I must say the Lord has told me, temper your arrogance, Jerome. Because the truth is, I become light years ahead of these guys. I say some things and then it's like, years later, I hear these guys talking about, oh, we discovered this and I found this. And I'm like, I'm just some guy in the middle of the bush. And I asked God about this. He gave me an honest answer. Because why is he going to lie? And I saw it. I see it transformed in my mind's eye. And I can see it. The image is there. right, image in, and I saw it. I go reference it from all my log, right?
True.
Right? So the logos, which is the stock of all the logs, right, shows me through my astral eyes when I look inside how I am dysfunctional. You never thought we were going to talk about it this way, but this is the way it is. It shows us how we're dysfunctional. That's why man say, if the eye be single, you know, the light of the body behold. Because you're confused. You're all over the place. You want riches, you want hot mama, you want the coolest dude in your life as a queen, right? You want the fanciest car, you're ambitious. You're confused, everything is all over the place. And because you're so confused, you're not picking up on the inside. You want to go to all these different places, you want to travel the world, and you never know that serving the living God is what's going to take you, hallelujah, around the world. You didn't know that. You don't want to know that, but that's the way it is. And I know contrary people are there, they talk so much smack. And sometimes it don't upset me, but it does upset me. Contradictions. Because the thing is this, people are closed-minded, and that's where it comes from. Because you're closed-minded. Because you won't open your mind's eye and look at yourself and look at reality. Why I always say yourself? Because it's yourself that's standing in the way of clarity. Because you picked up bad functions, bad behaviors, bad beliefs, bad practices. And the inside is trying to show you, look at yourself, right? And yes, for those of the kingdom, it will show you threats. It will show you things that are aforementioned, yet to come, right? Futurism, visions, right? Serving the Most High God, getting your eyes be single, getting your function into one. With one thought, I create my experience. Everything is harmonized. It's love you I deal with. Lovely experiences, right? You start having inspired thoughts, inspired action. People start feel you, not believe in you now, feel you. And I don't believe in thing, right? Feel you. They start feel you. And why I say feel you? Because believe is doubt, people. Feel the person. Is this a good feeling? No, sir. It's a feeling you're bad. Is this a good feeling? No, sir. It's a feeling you're bad. Is this a good feeling? Yes, ma'am. This is good. I feel you. So I know, hallelujah, what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? We know what's going on. We feel it. Insight again. Yeah? You know. Feeling. Go back to that feeling place of actuality where things are real. You start experiencing the paradise you are desiring. Right? Because you know the Most High. That's a gift of the vision of the third eye. Brother Singh.
If we observe the Nazarite vow, if we examine it, the Most High said, those who take the Nazarite vow should not cut their hair. And should not cut the beard. You see me? And those people are people who are connected with the Most High upon a different level. Are people who are holy. I take a holy trad for the Most High. You know? Are people who are make the Most High use them as a vessel. So it's a requirement to grow your hair. You see me? Because it's a natural bodily function, you know. It's a natural thing of the body to grow hair. You know, we not promote dreadlocks or hair growing or anything like that, you know. Because I say what the Bible has said.
Hallelujah.
The Israelites are usually dreads them wear.
Yes,
you see me?
Yes, I. Hallelujah.
The Levites, the high priests, are dreads them wear. Remember ear and beard long up on the ground, you see me? The skirts of his garment.
Yes.
You see me?
And the ancient word would say, a matted hair don't make it the master. And that's what we call locks in the ancient time. Matted hair.
True.
Because it was a sign that a person was so into the inner self and the inner presence that externalities wouldn't be the determining factor. A person who is very external cares about their appearance, and they'll spend forever to perfect the appearance. Who sees the external? Somebody else. You can only see the reflection of it. But you can see your internal self because you can feel yourself.
True.
But some people aren't alive, but I say, more time I'm teaching on this channel and people think I'm playing smart. You can feel you can feel your internal self. And so you know yourself. You must see these things and don't let religiosity cover your mind. Because that's why I keep saying that I'm telling them the truth and you're angry that I'm following Yeshua. And the truth I spoke to you, which wasn't beating Yeshua in your head, I told you the truth. But they're still angry. Why is it that you are concerned with my faith and I did not lie to you? You know why? I don't want to judge. They got a problem within whom I have my faith. What else could it be? You don't know me. So it must be of whom I speak of and whom has given me the insight to speak, the intellect, the inference, the reference, and the conference of speech. You can see yourself because you feel yourself. That you can. That is why insight is far more insightful, far more important than the appearance that is driven by external sight. You can see that self. You can only see the reflection of it. Reflection. You can't feel it. Reflection. And that reflection is based upon other people's opinion. You can't serve God and mammon. You can't serve God and man. So the master, why is here or her here matted, was because they had no time to be concerned with appearances. They were far more concerned with the state of being, the what we call the righteous way of being. That is why they had patience. So they didn't try to fix their appearance, and rather was fixed in the divine pervadence.
Yes, and that's why I say the here now, it connected to your brain. And the center of the brain is the pineal gland. You see me? So it's a connection, it's an antenna. What me that is still, in my personal research and opinion. You know, because everybody have, you know. But what me see is that the here is an extension of the mind, of the brain, of the pineal gland. Is a connection.
Yes.
Because God make the here for a reason.
Yes.
Because I always say if him don't want to hear there, he don't make it there. So why we have to cut it off every day? And I cut off beard. If he never want the beard, why you put it there for? Why I say him don't know how to make a good face and a good head. He make it with hair upon it, on top of it.
And here between two.
You know?
But I feel like it's not between, it's between two.
True.
Every crevice is hair between.
Yeah.
God made it.
So him have him purpose for him design. Him design it that way. Man fi have beard. You know? Woman, them grow them head, them hair same way. Because the Bible always say, oh, it always highlight here for grow. You see me? Solomon, David, them have locks. You know? Samson,
Yeah.
you see me? The 7 locks upon him head. And that's why him strength.
Yes.
Why the hair connected with the strength? You know? So we not really say, oh, everybody for just go grow them hair and turn bobo.
But we don't have to say a person should grow their hair in the context of how we are growing our hair. We are speaking again factually on what is actual. But again, a person might judge you based upon your appearance. Like they're judging me on my faith. Like you can say all of that without saying Yeshua. I refer to religion. Why? The hair is sensory. Get out of the issue of religiosity. Hair is a sensory organ. Because of hair and its follicle nature, subtle changes in temperature can be picked up, translated to the cognition of mind. Those subtle changes in temperature impressions are actually the intelligent nature of existence. Because things are too cold, man. Your hair follicles are telling you you need to warm up for your biology to function. When there is an atmosphere of fear around, your sensory organ, which is your hair, just like a sensor in the car, to pick up when the temperature gauge is saying that the engine is overheating. So you know you need to correct that problem in the engine. So therefore, your sensory organ in your hair is picking up the subtle changes in the atmospheric, both ether, mineral, and chemical. It has all those transmitters, transponders, and receivers. Is it scientific enough? And so because of those things, your hair is picking up subtle changes in mood. I already did environmental energy. Let's do mood. You're picking up subtle transmission in mood, in temperance, in behaviors, in attitude, and you're like, I'm moving away, or I'm trying to hang out. Your spirit is saying, stick around. Good folks here, good people here, edification here, not education. You're not going to decay yourself. You're just going to elevate, increase, edification. So, sensory is the hair follicles. Transmitter is the hair follicles. All those little waves and particles in the atmosphere are transmitting information in the telekinesis, the telepathic, and that wave frequency. And we're picking it up. We're picking it up into the cranial 8th nerve, into the third eye, which is one capacitor of the visual cortex, into the Vishuddha, into the thyroid, which is the emotional vocal center, into the intuition and the discernment perceptive center. We call a sense of you have a psychic gift, telling the future, sensing things. Is that clear enough? In Yeshua Mashiach, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Because that's how we are made. And when the Most High alights your consciousness, and truly the singular nature of the high of your being, the light of your being you behold, because you know who gave you the light, and whose light you're refracted in. I said it. You'll know whose light you're refracted in, because you're not no source of no light around here. And as such, because we're not the source of the light, and we are refractions and infractions when we are out of sync thereof, continue to refract the many colors of the spectrum, and that is to see and be seen, both in the physical and the unseen. Hasid, to see and be seen in both the physical and the unseen. Because I just told you the unseen is below the threshold of the visual outer cortex, but it's inside in like the gamma and the what we call the infrared. You can see little things happening, little creatures. You can't see, man. You just can't see that. So in the third eye vision, you see little things happening around you, man. Insightful. And you're like, oh. And so they were planning to do a little thing to you. Them curry your seat and then pepper it with some courage and then sprinkle some powder upon it. And the day you come to work, you say, Jesus' name. Oh, Yeshua praise, and you sprinkle up your water. They don't know what you are doing, you don't know what you are doing. You just wash it down, clean it off, and you pray and you read Psalms 91, 71, and 21. Well, that's it.
Yes, we just want to make it clear, sir, we not promote no new age theology, no new age mentality, because we attack reality.
Actuality. Hallelujah.
Because there's a pineal gland in your brain. You see me? It's at the center, what connect to the third eye.
With photo imaging sensory organs like your eyes.
You see me? So, we don't want it seem like say, we attack anything that is not in the Bible. You see me? But we are speak upon what we know as reality.
Yes.
Because so the devil will give you half truth, half lie, you know. And make you lead down a rabbit hole with the whole third eye thing, and
yes,
you know, and all you want to do is open up your third eye. And you want to find things that can open your third eye. You want to do DMT trips and you know, see nice spiritual realm. But I know that we are talking about.
Absolutely
We are talking
not.
about the Most High design we a special way.
Yes.
And Babylon I try destroy.
Our natural function.
You see me? I crystallize the thing, you know.
Yes, sir.
Because the fluoride is rat poison. When you look at the rat poison ingredients,
Same
one
thing.
of the main ingredients in rat poison
Sure.
is fluoride. So
We go wicked
them
little
put it now with salt, with water,
Yeah,
with
tell
toothpaste.
them,
You see me? So we are eat it, we are drink it, we are bathe with it, we are brush our teeth with it.
Now we are
It,
sleep on
it
it
is
too.
a part of our daily life.
Yeah, man, we drown in every facet.
You see me? And my brother have physical evidence that when him scan a old man brain, because my brother is a doctor, him see say the man pineal gland calcify,
Alright, and I
turn
already,
crystal.
and I already told you about the MRI, the magnetic resonance imaging,
Yes, I.
charting the unseen inner portions, and I already told you about the insight of the third eye. So not thinking it's all about opening up. Oh, I want to see some dimension. Let's see what dimension comes. Come on.
I just we function normal how the Most High design we.
In his kingdom. Yes, in
You
his
see me? A
kingdom.
Babylon teacher for cut we hair. You see me? And say if you not cut your hair, you're not gonna look good.
Now get no job, you mean?
Yeah, you know, yeah, cause that it join up with it, you know.
Yeah, go back to it, yes.
Cause them want say you look like Rasta.
Rascal.
And Rasta, you know, get no job, nobody no want hire no Rasta.
I know get no good woman neither.
You know?
And no man no want a wild man.
But original people who never cut them hair, who know what them a do, I
Yeah.
take a Nazarite vow.
Yes, sir.
Them a take a holy trad.
Ancient vow of their sins.
You see me? A peaceful trad. A trad of Christ. You see me? And holiness
Halal and kosher.
towards righteousness.
Yes.
And creating a vessel that the Most High can use. You see me?
Absolutely. And that's where we're going to leave it today, you know, brothers and sisters. Speaking about the exquisite nature of the singularity of thine eye, making the light of thy body be whole in Yahshua Mashiach, Yod He Vav He. We do give thanks for the ability to share these insightful thoughts and experiences in the Spirit of the Most High God while we are learning and growing in our faith and in our actuality and in our natural disciplines. That is our gifts of the Most High. So until next time, like, share, subscribe to Share Life Experience right here on YouTube. Continue to support the Patreon so we can get these videos coming out in a timely manner and on flow. Support the wizio.com/mini healing therapy session with yours truly, and just keep that fervence of love and light and goodness, and look out for more great work from yours truly and Brother Singh musically, creatively. So until next time, this has been the Great Hope, right here in the presence of the majestic Brother Ramon Singh. Perfect love. Perfect love. All right.